It's time to stand up against this hate and unite. Somalis are here to stay. We love this state. We love this country. This is home.
That is Minneapolis City Council member Jamal Osman among the local leaders speaking out today against a reported federal immigration enforcement operation focused on illegal immigrants from Somalia living in Minnesota. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Lauren Lemanchek. Now, it's still unclear when exactly that federal enforcement could start, but many in the Somali community are fearful tonight.
This reported operation is the latest move from Washington, where President Trump has become increasingly focused on people from Somalia after investigations into massive Medicaid fraud here involving Somali Americans made national headlines. Today, the president said in a cabinet meeting he doesn't want them in the country. Danny Spiewak joins us now with our top story. Danny?
Well, NBC News has confirmed tonight that ICE is planning an operation this week in the Twin Cities and could arrest some Somalis in the country illegally. City leaders say they have received no communication from the Trump administration, but they were so alarmed by these reports today that within hours they called a press conference to respond. For months, ICE agents have been spotted in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Now, a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that agents are launching an operation in the Twin Cities this week that could result in the arrest of some Somalis who are in violation of immigration laws.
Our commitment to the Somali community, to every community of immigrants and people in our city, is rock solid.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry and St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter say they have no advanced knowledge of any ICE operation.
The last thing we need is federal agents coming in town to create chaos.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security would not confirm the ICE operation in the Twin Cities, but said what makes someone a target of ICE is not their race or ethnicity, but the fact that they are in the country illegally. Still, Minneapolis Councilmember Jamal Osman, a Somali American himself, says his community is concerned.
I know many families are fearful tonight. They are.
However, Minnesota Republicans such as State Senator Jordan Rasmussen say they support ICE efforts focused on enforcing federal immigration law.
We believe it's important to follow the legal process if someone wants to immigrate here to the United States.
The reported ICE operation in the Twin Cities comes after President Trump vowed last month to end temporary protected status for a small number of Somalis, citing fraud cases in Minnesota involving defendants of Somali heritage. At a cabinet meeting Tuesday, Trump escalated this rhetoric.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care.
Councilmember Osman blasted those comments.
Our president is racist.
As city leaders learned about the president's cabinet meeting in real time.
Who he just attacked isn't just Somalis. Who he attacked is Somali Americans. Who he attacked is Americans.
City leaders in Minneapolis and St. Paul reminded people today that the local police departments cannot enforce federal immigration law, although officers may continue to respond to these federal scenes if protests grow dangerous around them. Today, Attorney General Keith Ellison also said that Minnesota will challenge the Trump administration if they make any illegal attempt to target Somalis based on their ethnicity. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Danny.